Hello, let's do some Lenormand today. I had a question a few days ago about someone asking if she would be ready to start reading cards professionally full time. So I thought that would be nice opportunity to read a few cards and forget about technique today and just look at the cards. So the question is kind of interesting because it's kind of asking two different questions at the same time, I believe, if you look at it a bit more. Like, first one would be is she's ready to really read the card professionally. The second one is about the business aspect. I would say, like, going full time. Full time means leaving her 9 to 5 job, so taking probably a financial risk. And let's see what the cards say about that. I already mixed quite a lot before starting the video, so just mixing a little bit more and then we'll put the cards on the table. I don't like to prepare readings in advance, so we just put the cards on the table, see what we get, interpret them, and let's hope they will be useful for the person. Okay, so we get crossroads. I'll do 3 lines of 5. Road, house, sorry, lily, birds, anchor. Cross, bouquet, fox, coffin, bear. The book, the tree, the dog, the stork, and the lady. Finally is the last card. So first thing I'm looking when I do something like this, a question like this or a tableau like this, is looking at the middle card, which is really the focal point, so the focal energy going into the reading. And also as the first card, which is what we say the trigger of the spread, the first card coming in, so it's like the first energy coming into the spread. We could say that this will be the last one, so it will be an important one too, but usually I start with these two. So what do we see here? That she's really crossroad shows that she's really at a crossroad. There are choices to be done, and with the fox, she's kind of suspicious, afraid to go wrong, of course, which is basically why she's asking the question, I believe. Fox is always a warning sign to be very careful with what you do, and that's basically what the point she is right now. So basically, yes, she's trying to look how to go beyond this. If we look at the corners to get the external influence around the reading, we could say that we get crossroads and lady. So like we say, the lady is really at the crossroad. She has some choices to make, of course. And the other corners are the anchor and the book. So she's trying to get something stable, but there is a lot of unknown getting there. At the same time, I would beg her to consider something else when I look at the corners a little bit this way. There is a lot of unknown for her here. And if you look at these two corners here, crossroads and anchor, anchor is card talking about stability. So stability is kind of the job. Like because of the question that was asked about going full time for cartomancy and crossroad with which shows multiple choice and maybe and stability, the job on itself, I would say maybe that to get the stability she's looking for, of course, multiple choice would mean maybe that would be a good idea to start half time or doing two different occupations at the same time. So I would say in that case that already we have a reply to one of the two questions, which would be for her facing all that unknown to stay with her current job and maybe start doing cartomancy on the side. Yeah? It's about what the crossroad is saying here. And there are several choices that can be made, several directions that we can go, and we see that going into that line, that's exactly what it's saying. I consider the first line on top to be the foundation of the reading. So basically, what's in her head, or what's the conditions that came into this reading, past element. So what is really the reason why she is asking the question? Line in the middle would be kind of progression now, very soon, and where it's headed if we look longer term. So if you look at the first line here, like I said, so we have probably two cards were showing to share two different jobs, so probably going half-time or instead of full-time would be a good idea. Huh? That's same time, there is, if we go back to the question about knowing the cards, whatever, there might be some small problems you could see here with the crossroad and the house. The house is about domesticating something, so feeling really great with something, and with the crossroads just before, we could say that she's also a crossroads in the way she domesticates her cards. So maybe not exactly ready, but the wisdom of the lily here is coming. So I would say not yet ready, but almost. There is some internal chatter, if you want, with the birds. Birds are about little upsets and stuff like that. So we'll see all the noise she has in her head about how to use the cards, how to domesticate and be more mature in the way she uses them before hitting the anchor, before getting that solidity that she would need to be able to read professionally, simply. So we already have the two replies here with this, I believe. The first one, like I said, half-time. Second one, she's not ready, but she's almost. It will come. She still has some issues to resolve with the chatter, and chatter like, am I doing the right thing? Am I going the right direction? Do I master the system and stuff like that? So this is still some stuff in her head, and that's going to be stabilized with time. Like we see with the maturity of the lily in the middle, it's coming. She will be mature soon, but it's not yet the case. So we can see exactly the same, something reflecting this in the line of the present, of course. Huh? If you look at this, we have three cards which are very annoying. We have the coffin here, we have the fox, and we have the cross. So this is kind of interesting. They have the bouquet here, which is in between the two cards which are very annoying here, like the cross and the fox. Well, bouquet would show kind of a success. Not as lasting as the lily, but some success. But here it's very badly aspected here. We have at the same time difficulties that we can see with the cross, difficulties that sometimes she overcomes, get some success, but getting things wrong also. So kind of proof that of what we said here with the first two cards here, that yeah, she's domesticating the system, but probably not enough yet. And we can really see here, and we see that this is coming to an end. And of course, the coffin is never a card which is very easy. The coffin is an end, but an end is always painful. And that's kind of reflecting the pain that we see in the cross here. This period here, we can see kind of good things, bad things here. That's what is painful. It's coming to an end at some point with time, not easy. And then we see the bear as the last card. So we see some strength coming, some more powerful way of seeing the cards probably. At the same time, Bear would talk about, if we talk about money, because it's one of the aspects of the reading, Bear would talk about making reserve and being in a stronger position to do what she's doing. So being in a stronger position is interesting too also, because it might mean also that with the job she has right now and the bear just below it, that might be interesting also to put some reserve, some money reserve on the side for when she really needs it if she goes full time at some point, which in my opinion she is not ready yet for the moment, but it's coming. So if we look where it's going later, we can see we start with the book and the tree, followed by the dog. Dog is about like loyalty, things which are things you can trust. So she's coming to a trusted system. There is still some study to do when we look at this with the book. Tree is mostly working and trying to make known. With the book is always talking about things you don't know and so on, so things you study. And the tree is really studying what is still unhealthy and what she's learning for the moment, kind of remembering a little bit this, to get something she can trust. An oracle she can trust, or a tarot, I don't know, just talking about cards, but I don't know which one it is. But to get to a system she can trust, and then move to a better place with the stork, a better place for her. So yes, we can see really we're going from here to there, a nice progression where she's going to be quite, looking at the three cards here, we can see something quite solid, going to a better place coming with time. So basically that's what I would do when I interpret a spread like this. Now we can get some more details, of course, if we're going to look by columns. For instance, the first one, we get crossroads, we get the cross, and we get the book. So we get the painful aspect of the cross, of course, which is really in the middle here, difficulties. We see that she has to do choices, too many choices, which are giving some difficulties, and she needs more book work. So basically, maybe things that are not clear here with the crossroad, going one direction, the other one, we never know, and that makes it difficult and painful for her, and she needs to do some more study before continuing. She would get a system that she domesticates with the house, where she feels at home, something stable. And we can see that nice bouquet growing into a tree. So slowly we can see kind of a success, the beauty of the bouquet growing roots and becoming something stronger, like we said. Wisdom, like we said, that will give her the wisdom to know this system. Wisdom and with the fox being very careful in what she did. She's doing the fox, which is also what is basically wrong, is becoming trusted. So I like very much this. It shows a nice progression. We see all that internal chatter that we were talking in the beginning, all the chatter she has in her head about what's going on and so on, ending, and she's getting into a better place with the stork. Something where she's finally stable in the way she sees the cards and into a powerful position. We see kind of a very, very nice way of going from where she is now to where she will go in a while. We see really someone here who is really maturing and someone very strong in what she wants to do. Of course, it's going to take time. She's not ready right now, so I would say if we resume a little bit the situation here, that it would be better first to continue learning the system and getting a bit more confident in what she's doing. And that's what the trust she's going to gain here at the end. So once this is done, it's wise to go by a half time to start, of course, keeping a stable job at the beginning, because that would bring some reserve money-wise. At the same time, she's facing a lot of unknown when you start a new business. So don't start immediately, just full-time. Start with a half-time, and then you'll see that your position is getting better. And there will be a moment where you'll be able to cut and go probably full-time at some point, but that's something you will see and that goes beyond the spread. The spread is just telling you for the moment what you need to do in a moment and near future. Just learn more about the system, go half time and see. You'll get the experience. Thank you. If you like that way of reading, I'm going to prepare a series of video classes on Lenormand, on Tableau also. They should be ready before the end of the year. And last, if you want to know when new videos are coming, please subscribe to my channel. That way you will get a message every time. Thank you very much. See you next time.